On to you, Scorpios. So you Scorpios have the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the Page of Cups. So a lot of you are in a situation where um, some of you Scorpios may be okay. So some of you Scorpios going from regretting hanging out with certain people to just going and establishing your own thing with people whom you can get along with. You do appreciate, you can get along with, right? And that's great because it means that you Scorpios have a leader's mentality. A person who is weak overemphasizes, well, what about I can't get along with this? A person who's stronger is gonna be like, okay, well, I'll just go and establish my own thing and do things the way I want to and establish my own thing, right? Right. The philosophy of sigmas, basically, right? We don't like the hierarchy. We don't like the social hierarchy. So we'll leave and go create our own one of one, right? The only person that's in the social hierarchy is ourselves, basically, right? And so that's essentially what it is that you Scorpios are doing. You don't like the fact that some people betray you and they'll look to. So guess what you Scorpios did? You decided, you know what, since that's the case, you're gonna go out there and do your thing. Why waste your time in the first place? So now you have the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. These two cards right here, um, because you're not playing. You're not playing a game. You're not gonna be with anybody that mistreats you. So there's an emphasis on needing to try to see what it is that you Scorpios are willing to take, and you Scorpios aren't going for it, because as soon as, for some of you who have been actually getting to know others, right, a lot, soon as they waste time and they play games with you, you're out of there. You're out of there. The Six of Pentacles represents you're in a situation where because it has to make sense. It has to be two of you, right? Like, you know, the see, and this is real. This is real when it is that I say that the zodiac signs that understand love the most is Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, and Capricorn, if they're doing it correctly, right? Because those zodiac signs, some of them, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, they get a lot of trash done to them, right? Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries get a lot of trash done to them, right? So we understand what it feels like, because I'm a Virgo, but we understand what it feels like to be in relationships where we don't get treated fairly. You know what I mean? People do not want us to, like, they don't treat us fairly. You know what I'm saying? And then we're like, all right, go do your thing. Especially if you're looking for revenge. That it really affects them. It does. Because now it's like they've noticed it, like, oh, you Scorpios really ain't paying them attention. It's like, yeah, because you have things to do. Like, you don't mean any harm. You have things to do. So it's like, this weird thing where it's like, oh, I wish that I would have known this about you Scorpios. And then the Fool, right? So the Fool, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Up here we go. Right. So be careful. Be careful. If you don't want to reunite with an ex, then don't do so. Because some of you Scorpios may decide to reunite with an ex. Some of you may decide you don't. But This could just mean that, you know, you're trying your hand when it comes to love, and the ex shows up and is like, hey, what's going on with you? You know, let's reconnect, blah blah blah. And and uh and you decide to take them back. For some of you may decide to take them back. For some of you, you know, this they just may get in your way. Like, you know how sometimes you're dating and then like the ex will come back, or and just be like, hey, what's up? And then you're like, you know, what's going on with you? But then at the same time, they're kind of like interjecting, right? Like they're kind of intercepting what it is, or you're cutting off, or they're interrupting or getting in the way of what it is that you doing, which is you Scorpios may be getting to know others, right? Even you Scorpios who are in relationships, right? They're still trying to intercept or interject the situation. So even for you Scorpios who are not in relationships, yeah, you may be getting to know other people, and you may be a hot topic. You know, people may find you Scorpios to be attractive and all of that, but you know, they hear, you know, an advent happen, right? Like in video games, right? Roll the cutscene, how the new person entered into the chat, right? The ex entered into the chat. The new person slash the old person entered into the chat, right? You Scorpios didn't see that one coming. And the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups, like I said, some of you may decide to take them back. Some of you may decide you're not going to say anything, you're not going to interact, you're not going to do any of that stuff because they're not worth all of that. And you don't want this thing to get into an argument, a disagreement. You Scorpios, some of you Scorpios may be completely emotionally done. Three of Cups, hanging out with your friends or hanging out with them. Or could be hanging out with your friends that know such and such, or such and such that may know such and such may say, hey, you know, real fast, hey, you know, such and such wants to reconnect. That happens with me every time. Every time I've interacted with a person romantically, there was never a time where they wasn't like, yeah, let's do it. But then at the same time, I'm the worst person in the world. And it's like, how many times have I said, don't do me any favors, right? Like, they talk so much about Scorpio sometimes, right? The ones that are the sensationalists, who wants to make it a big problem, right? Scorpios are this and that, the third, right? But then at the same time, though, right? Even though you Scorpios are this, that, and the third, they'll still come back to you. They'll still hang out. They'll still come back. So it's like, if you that bad of a person, why are they coming back at all? And it's because of the intellectual dishonesty, because they were open to you before the first time around, and then and then somehow, right, if the two of you end up linking back together and stuff like this, what happens, right? End up coming together, what happens? Now it's this coldness there where they don't want to open up anymore. And it's like, so what you here for? If you're not gonna be honest about, like, what is the point of them even, like coming back to you in the first place, if they're not actually gonna give this thing a second try and be like, okay, I'm here with you, I have to open up again, right? And this is what some of you Scorpios are looking to avoid. For some of you, you'll decide to hang out with them again, right? You know, one night, right? Maybe short-lived. You may be getting back together with them. But for some of you Scorpios, some of you Scorpios may be like, nah, no nights, no days, no any of that. You're done. You know, Three of Cups, you're going to hang out with your own friends, do your own thing, you know. But more than likely, such and such will say, hey, such and such missed you, seen you. I know that happened to me many times too. Hang out with somebody, two of us break up or go our separate ways, and then such and such will be like, yo, such and such asked about you. So, and why are you telling me such and such asked about? Like, what are you, carrying news? You a pigeon now? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, like, what are you? Like, you're a pigeon now? You're a city pigeon? You carrying news? Like, what? So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. So to clarify the Three of Cups, you have the Hermit, the Lovers, ooh, the Tower, ooh, Strength card, ooh, Three of Pentacles, 4 major arcana back to back. That is wild. That is really wild. Watch this, watch this. Watch this. 4 major arcana back to back. Boom. So the Hermit and the Lovers, right? A lot of Mercury energy for you Scorpios. A lot of Mercury energy. So this is a representation of how mercurial things can be. Like, you Virgos don't, and they think you're tripping, but you Scorpios aren't wilding out or tripping. I got you, baby. You Scorpios aren't wilding out or tripping or any of that stuff. You Scorpios are doing all right. Come here, baby. Look at that. You all right? You okay? What's wrong, baby? Can I get a smile? Can I get a wink? What's wrong? Thank you. What's wrong? I want to know why she's not smiling. I'm going to go hang out with her after this. I love you. You all right? I got you, baby. I got you. But anyway. And yes, I did feed her a piece of steak yesterday. Because I was cooking it up, but you know, she'll be all right. But anyway, the point is, right, feed her well. But anyway, the point is that yeah, like they're making it seem as if you tripping. The exes, but you're not tripping. You know what you're doing. Like, the relationship is over. The Tower, which is Scorpio, so you showed up in your own reading. And then the Strength card. You Scorpios are showing them what it is, because there's no point in holding on to this connection. This relationship is over. It's done. You tried what you could. They didn't want to listen to you. They didn't want to participate in their own relationship. They wanted to be reluctant. They wanted to be combative towards you and at the same time be in a relationship, right? Basically dragging along. Nah. So you Scorpios understood it was time to get rid of the weight. And see, the things that the Three of Pentacles is, you Scorpios are going to show your behind and have fun and do what you want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. And speak to people, get to know people romantically, see what else is out here for you Scorpios who may decide to go back. Some of you may decide to go back, but I really don't see a lot of you Scorpios going back. I see a lot of you Scorpios being like, nah. What kind of an ask is that to go back? Nah. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K right now. I am at 20,149 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. What else? Oh yeah, please make sure to come through. There's a link in the comment section below. Go to the Linktree link. Come get a personal reading from me. I can keep the channel up. Not only that, but you can also find out whatever it is that you wanted to ask, right? If you need any kind of spiritual help or any of that stuff. Yeah. And the Linktree link is in the comment section below. Please make sure to also watch the video all the way through, if not at least to about 9 to 10 minutes, right? Within the video, 9 to 10 minutes of the video. And I just want to say thank you. Appreciate it. Peace.